If you're going about writing a research report, you need to understand what its structure would be. And in this video, we'll be exploring that. Now, by and large, the structure of a report comprises the title, the table of contents, or what you call the index, an abstract, an introduction, a theoretical framework, working definitions, review of literature, research design, the body of the report, findings, discussions, conclusions, references, and appendices. I'll be explaining each of these in detail. Now, the title of your research report is the topic of your study or the research question you have selected. The title should be very crisp, concise, and it should reflect the aims and objectives of the study as well as the findings of the research report. It should be in sync with all of these things, and I've already explained in my video on the steps in the research process how you can pick a title or how you can choose a topic for, like, right from a general statement to coming down to specifics, how you can do that. So you can refer to that video for uh, further clarification on this in case you haven't watched it earlier. Then your table of contents, which is a part of any book, any booklet, it helps you to know the breakup of the chapters or units and the page numbers on which it appears. The table of contents may be followed by a list of figures, a list of tables and charts, also serially numbered, indicating what that chart, table, or figure is about and on which page it appears. So basically, the table of content helps the readers to navigate through the report, that is, go through the report. They could also go to the most relevant part of it for themselves if they don't want to read the entire report. Now, an abstract may or may not be there in every research report, but if you include it as per the format suggested by your university, institute, or college, then make sure that the abstract highlights all the important aspects of the research and it summarizes this in about 150 to 200 words. So, what is the abstract? The abstract is the what, where, why, when, who, and how of the research. So it helps somebody to understand just at a glance all these aspects relating to the research. Now, the introduction. The introduction is like a trailer of what is going to come, and it comprises a background or rationale of the study. Why are you doing it? The context in which you are studying a particular problem or examining a particular question. It also specifies the research problem, that it states it very clearly and specifically, and also gives the importance of the systematic investigation. Why are you doing it? It will also mention the objectives of the study and hypothesis, if any. Now, every good research will have some theoretical basis. So, if you are studying motivation, various motivational theories might be the theoretical framework on which you can base your study. If you are studying consumer behavior, various models and theories of consumer behavior may provide a theoretical framework for your study. So, this should be mentioned in your research report. It adds value to your work because it makes it clear that you're not just talking things in the air. There is some foundation on which you have built this structure. Now, working definitions is like a glossary of terms you are using in the research. What do you mean by motivation? What do you mean by financial motivation? What do you mean by employee? In that, what do you mean by full-time employee? So somebody who works for 8 hours, what do you mean by part-time? Somebody who works for 5 hours, 6 hours, what do you mean? All these things will have to be defined clearly as far as your study goes. What is the context? Then review of literature, very important. This is actually something you do before your study and then you continue it during your study. So review of literature is nothing but a survey of existing knowledge in the field of your study, and it identifies a knowledge gap. It says that, okay, all this has been studied by these people, but what I want to study is this, and this has not been studied so far. So review of literature is not your own work. You just summarize work of others and you connect it in a particular sequence and arrange it in a logical manner. Now, what is research design? Research design is a blueprint of the research. There is a separate video on this. Basically, it is a broad set of guidelines within which you do or you carry out your research. It should ideally be flexible. In your research design, you will also be defining your sample design. How are you going to carry out your sampling? The body of the report comprises your primary and secondary data collection. All of the data that you collect would come in the body of the report. This is like the lifeline, or you can say the backbone of your report. It is a detailed description of whatever you are studying. Now, findings are whatever you discover, whatever are the results of your investigation or study. So, if you've carried out a survey, what you found out with that survey, if you've administered a questionnaire, what did you find out? All of that will come in findings. Discussion is the justification for each outcome. So if you say that, yes, students are experiencing a lot of fatigue in online teaching learning, or teachers are experiencing a lot of fatigue in online teaching learning, but there is better attendance. So justification for this can be that, yeah, if students are at home, they feel the pressure to attend because they are answerable or accountable to their parents, because they are right in front of their parents and they can be seen by them. Then why is there so much fatigue? Because online teaching learning is demanding on both the student and the teacher. The teacher cannot stop talking even for a second, because students will wonder what is happening. Whereas for a student, many a time it may become long, interludes of or long, sessions of just sitting and listening to the speaker. Also, your discussion has to move towards proving your hypothesis. Conclusions are all whatever you have found out. It's a collective summary of all those things, and your conclusions should highlight actually why your study is so important. Now, references and appendices, these are also very important. That is your bibliography, whatever you have referred to while carrying out your study. Then your questionnaire, if you have administered a questionnaire, that should come. If you have more than one questionnaire, then all those should come. Any articles you'd like to attach which are particularly significant for your study, those can come in references and appendices. So that was a brief look at the structure of a research report, and do watch the next video on how to write a research report. I'm going to give you some tips on research report writing. Thank you for listening.